Hey guys, Kevin, Muddy River Tactical. Thanks for joining us back out at the range. Today we have another surprise review video. So if you guys haven't seen these videos, Kyle will bring me a pistol. I have no idea what he's bringing me. We're doing this to give you a first impression. It's not necessarily a spec video, just give you an unboxing and first impressions of the pistol. So with that said, we'll have Kyle bring over whatever he's got for me today.
All right, so I apologize in advance. All we could get was the California compliant version.
So we got a nice version.
So we got the good version of it.
Okay.
But it's the Smith & Wesson CSX E-Series with the 3.6-inch barrel. We got the holsters for it, so now you get to play around and see what you think of it.
Cool.
And I know it's not a spec video, but I went ahead and printed you off the specs
cool.
in case you're curious.
That will help. Thank you, Kyle. All right, so we got the Smith & Wesson CSX E-Series. This is the 3.6-inch version that's optic ready, and it's the California version, so it's only the 10-round magazines, which kind of it's not ideal, but we take what we can get. Kyle gets all these guns super early so that we can get the holsters out for him and all that stuff. So that's why Kyle has seen this gun and I haven't. All right, so I'll turn the box here. So it's just a normal cardboard box. Open it up. 10-round magazine. Slide works really smooth. Let's see what else is in the box here. So another 10-round magazine.
And the non-Californias have a 17 as well.
Yeah, the non-Californias, let's see, have a 12, 15, and 17-round mag that comes with them, which we'll talk about here in a minute, but this flush fit there, so having those other mags in the non-California compliant versions will give you more of a grip on the bottom. This other 10-round mag has a little bit of extension, but not a ton. And then in the box, they have this, it's another, like, I guess, grip module, you'd say. So it looks like this whole piece will pop off, take that out, and it extends the grip by that much at the bottom. So that would be helpful, but you have to have the larger mags to do that. So I'm not sure why they put it in the California version, in case you just swap mags and buy one somewhere else, I'm assuming. So let's see what else is in here. So they got an accessory package. So I haven't seen this in the Smith & Wesson boxes yet. So let's see what's in here. Got a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so you got another back strap for it that you can change right there to fit your hand size better. It looks like this one does not, you can see is the one that's on it widens it out at like your palm, where this one will not. We have another rear sight, which is kind of odd. I'm not sure why they give you an extra rear sight on it, but we can look into that here later as well. Then you got the different optic plate and different screws and stuff for the optic plate right there. There's the other, if you want to swap the mag release, here's the different one where you can swap it for a left-handed shooter. So that's kind of cool. It's got all that stuff in there. So looking at the gun, it looks super similar to the regular CSX. The original CSX, not the E-Series, just the original one, is 3.1 inches. So it's the same, but they have enhanced these, got optic ready, made a better trigger on them, and now they make the longer version as well. It gives you a little longer sight radius there. Just got regular white dot sights on it. Ambi controls, ambi safety, slide bar release, and we showed you the mag release you could swap. This right here, if you look, I don't know if you can even hear it, but see that moves. I don't care for that too much. It just seems cheap right there. The quality control is not super great right there, and that's not one of the pieces that you can change, so that just is what it is. So not going to necessarily hurt anything, but just kind of drives my OCD nuts a little bit there. Overall, it feels good. With these 10-round mags, you don't have a lot of grip. Your pinky's off of it, but like we said, I'm not going to go into that a ton just because we have a California version where if you got a regular version and had the longer mags that come with it, it would eliminate a lot of that and give you different grip length options with the different ammo capacity in the mags. So that's kind of a moot point on this one. The slide works really smooth, which I like. It's a 1911 style pistol, so it's single action only. got the safety on it, so it's cocked and locked there. So it should make the trigger really good. So let's look at the trigger here. It's got the trigger safety, and then it goes to a flat face trigger where it feels like it pulls more straight back instead of hinged. That brake is really good. And the reset is super short right there. The trigger overall feels pretty good. We'll see how it shoots. Single actions are one of those things, you either love them or hate them. The trigger is definitely different than a striker fire because it's single action only. So it's just a little bit different. They tend to feel better, but it comes with having the safety and cocked and locked and all the different things that come with single action only. Yeah, they kind of, like Kyle just said, it kind of reminds you of like the equalizer in a smaller platform, more or less. But overall, I'm just, without the longer mags in it, it just looks funny to me because the barrel's long and then you got such a small grip. So it's just to each their own. But let's load up a few mags here. And while I'm loading up the mags, I'll kind of go over this spec sheet just a little bit just to give you an idea. It's got the width on it as 1.12 inches and the length at 6.6 inches. And then the overall height is 4.6 inches. So it's not a very big pistol at all. It's longer than it is anything there. It's a 9mm, and the weight is a little bit heavier than what I would assume it would be. They got it as 23.5 ounces, which is not heavy by any means, but for a small gun, it's just kind of deceiving that it weighs more. The barrel is a 3.6 inches like we talked about. The one thing I'll note real quick before I forget, if you have the original CSX 3.1, it will fit the same as the E-Series. So if you get a new E-Series, it will fit the 3.1 holsters. But if you get the longer 3.6, then you'll need its new holsters. Because really, as far as design of the pistol, they didn't change a bunch. They just upgraded some of the features, made the trigger a little better, and optic ready are the two main things there. What other specs I got here? Optic ready, yes. Safety's the thumb safety. Barrel is stainless steel and the frame's aluminum. On here it says it comes with 3 magazines, which like we talked about on the non-California ones, I'm sure it does. It comes with the 12, 15, and 17. But in this California one, it only came with 2 10-round magazines, so I don't know what that's about, whether it's just where we got the pistol from or if one got left out, or I don't know. It's kind of weird that they'd ship you 3 and everything else, but only 2 in this one. So that may be human error somewhere. It may just be what it is. I really don't know, to be honest with you. So let's shoot these couple mags here and we'll see. We only got 10-round mags, so I won't be able to give you a good idea on how it feels with the others, but at least we'll know how it shoots. It's a little snappy, and a lot of that's probably the 10-round mags we just talked about, because you got so much barrel length but not a ton of grip right there. But it shoots smooth but snappy, if that makes sense at all. It's kind of a awkward feel. I think the mags would change a lot of that. The trigger's good. I like the trigger. It does a good job of kind of a balance in the not being super light, but there. It's not as light. The follow-up shots aren't quite as crisp as what most single actions are, in my opinion. It feels like it's got just a little bit of a catch. Like I said, that's the first 20 rounds through this pistol, so judging it off of that isn't really a great judge on what it will be. You know, as these guns break in, they feel better and better. Optic on this size pistol, to me, I'm kind of torn on it because it's a small pistol, but if you want an optic, you can run it right there with the optic plate. Overall, if it was me, I think I would rather have the 3.1 inch version of this, which is going to shoot the same type of gun, just barely shorter. It just makes more sense to have the smaller package, because granted, this is a 9mm, but if you go to different guns like the Bodyguard 2.0 and stuff, they're so concealable because their size. When you start getting longer, it just starts getting harder to justify carrying this gun compared to, say, a SIG 365 or something like that. You're getting into the same size and width as what those pistols are, so it's just easier to stay there. But overall, I think it's a great gun. We have holsters for them on the website. We'll do some more shooting with it, and I'll try to get the 3.1 version as well, just to give you an idea on how they shoot side by side, how they compare. This one, like I said, is a little bit snappy, but we only got 10 round mags to go off of, so take that as you will. So if you guys have any questions or have one of these and have shot a lot more rounds through it, leave us comments below. Let us know your thoughts. Let you know how you like it, or any other guns you'd like to see us do videos on, compare it to, just know anything more about. We do these videos to help you, so anything you need, just leave it in the comment section below. And as always, we appreciate you guys joining us, and until next time, keep practicing and always be prepared.